Okay guys, I've been wanting to finish this video. These are some screens that I made for my van, and I just wanted to kind of share with you how I made these. I'm not a pro at this. This is my first set, so I'll kind of tell you what I would have done different too, and they work pretty good, so check it out. Basically, there's no CMs out here right now, which is why I have them up. But I bought some no CM netting. I bought a bunch extra so that I could make nets for all the doors and the back hatch. But for what I used just for these two windows, this one and the one on the other side, maybe $24. And then I bought some tan duct tape, just trying to kind of match the interior. And I used that, and then I also bought some magnetic strips. As you can see, it's just rolls of magnet. And these have been rolled up in my van since I made them maybe 6 weeks ago. But so they're kind of flattening out a little bit. But basically what I did, I took the duct tape, I cut a piece of the mosquito net down here, put the duct tape around the magnet. I left the magnet showing on this back part just through the screen so it could have a better attachment. And I would recommend getting as thick a magnet as you can. I used like a 1/2 inch down here, and I used a full inch up here. I'd recommend using at least an inch if you can find it. I think I could only find so much of that, is why I only used it on the top, but I would recommend using as big a thick as piece of magnet as you can on the top and bottom. So let me see what kind of view I've got here. Basically, I just run the magnets along the top and the bottom. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing look. It's kind of the Cole Haynes, as my old man would say, but not too bad. I used the colored duct tape just to keep it from being a gray duct tape. And I also ordered the colored mesh. You can get several different colors: green, gray, black, tan, I think a couple of different browns. But you can kind of do that to make it look a little nicer. But I'm telling you, it's dirt cheap. The duct tape was $3 a roll, or $2.99, something like that a roll. The magnets weren't too bad. I think it was 25 feet for maybe $7.99. So, you know, the screening is, like I say, depending on how much bulk you buy and where you buy it from, if you can find it on sale, you can do, you know, a couple windows for $25, do the whole van for $75 in screen. The screen's the most expensive part, but it really works great. I'm going to try to show you this as close as I can here. I don't have anybody to film me, but so basically what I did, let me scoot this back, is I put the magnet strip at the top, okay? Just put it on there. I cut it to fit, kind of trimmed it up, made sure it fit exactly. There is one for each door. So this one fits this door perfectly, and the other one fits the other door. And then what I also did was I have a strip of magnet along this edge. And in this case, I used the 1/2 inch, and you might have to use the 1/2 inch because of the door jamb. You're going to want to keep this from getting too big on the door jamb. And like I say, this isn't some REI North Face level stuff here, but this magnet clips in along the metal part inside the door. It won't stick to this because this is plastic, and depending on your car, excuse me, let me back up a little bit here. This right here is plastic. So I had to make, for this Sienna, I had to make that come around the edge, put a piece of magnet in there so it could hit the white part, which is metal again back here. And you can't make it too thick because the door's got to seat up correctly also. So I just kind of tuck it in behind these things. And once that's in there and stuck on there, and the same thing on this end, it's just gone around and I've customized it. It's sticking very well right to that inside, to the metal piece, not the plastic there. And it just kind of holds it in place. And here's the best part, okay? Let me hold this back where you can see. When you shut the door, it closes on it. And every now and then you might have to come back and tuck it in a little bit. Once it's on there, it kind of conforms to the door. Am I showing this good? Let me back up. So once it closes, it holds on these two pieces. It holds on this end and holds on that end down there, and then the magnet just holds it on here. Like I say, it's been folded up, so I've got to flatten these magnets out a little bit. That's one thing I'm learning about it. The storage of it would be the biggest thing. And like I said, I would use try to use an inch magnet on each side. And very important, always leave the magnet showing so it doesn't have to go through the duct tape. That just makes the magnet a little weaker if it has to do that. So to go through the screen, that's just fine. I've got, excuse me, I'm a little winded. I'm up here almost 10,000 feet. So there's the window. Got a nice open area. I've got the other one on the other side. And it didn't take but maybe a half an hour a piece to make these. That one's a little raggedier. I'm gonna need to go back and do a little trimming up and stuff like that. But the main point is that it holds it in the door here. It doesn't tear it up. It doesn't hit any sharp points. If there's something sharp in there, put a piece of duct tape over it. And then that the magnet goes along the bottom and the top and sticks up here, especially the top one. The top one is the most crucial piece. It's got a little wrinkle in it from folding, but that duct tape, and I'll give you the secret, the duct tape goes through the screen and sticks to the duct tape on the other side of the screen, okay? And that creates a very strong bond when you can do that. So for instance, down here, I've got it run along here, folded back up, and then the duct tape sticks to itself down here. Very crucial. Once that stuff goes through and sticks to itself through there, it's good to go. And this one needs a little bit of work. Like I say, it's my first time, but get away from the mosquito population. That's it. Like I say, it's super cheap, totally customizable. I'll probably end up making some with some bigger magnets for like the whole back door or the whole side door to get more ventilation on that. I didn't even look at my pan here. So, cheap screens, good way to do it. They can basically fold up. I put them in a hard container to make sure they're taken care of. Sorry, I'm the only one on the camera today, guys. It's nice out here. And that's cheap, easy screens. If you can find the mosquito netting or some kind of suitable screening material, you can make this at your camp too. It just takes a pair of scissors. Basically, you can cut everything with scissors. And like I say, as long as you have the duct tape overlap and attached to itself again here, that holds the whole thing together. And I leave the magnet open on the back. So I'm going to take a nap in here. It's pretty cool today. We got a lot of, I don't know if you can see them, but a lot of no-see-ums have moved in. We seem to do that in the afternoon here. So that's it. Cheap screens. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let me make a little addendum to my video here, and I'll just add this in at the appropriate place. Because I noticed on the video, on a couple of the sides of the screen, I didn't do this. And I think that this will help you understand how I put the magnets in. So here's the outside of the screen. You can see it's all duct tape. And then on the bottom, this is the bottom edge, so it's got the thinner magnet. Like I said, I would recommend using a thicker magnet. So it's all duct tape on this side. As you turn it over, you can see that the magnet only goes through, let me hold this up to the camera. The magnet only goes through the screen. And then I've taken another piece of duct tape and put it along the edge so that the duct tape from this side sticks to the duct tape from this side. And what I did was I went around and I cut the duct tape to fit, so I wasn't using the whole piece, because I didn't want on one side or the other the duct tape to be showing through the screen so they'd get caught on other things and get maybe bugs or whatever on there. So I made a little bit thinner piece. And you could even put extra duct tape and, you know, just to hold it. But I'm telling you, once this duct tape sticks to this duct tape through the screen, it's never coming off of there. The bond is so strong, it's permanent. And that's part of the strength of these screens. But I wanted to show you that. Let me show you on another edge. Here's up at the top. Like I say, it's just going through the screen here. Let me try to focus on that. So the screen is just covering the magnet so the magnet will stick better. And then I trimmed a piece of duct tape to match a full piece of duct tape on the other side. And like I say, not to beat a dead horse here, but when that sticks through there, that is a permanent stick, and it's never coming off of there. So it adds a lot of strength to it. Even on the corners where I just kind of added something. And like I say, I know it looks a little shabby, so if you want to use a nice pair of scissors and trim it really even and make it look a little nicer, you can. But like I say, that's the beauty of these things. If an edge gets clipped or crimped or something like that, just trim it off, add some more duct tape, and fix it. You can basically fix this stuff really easy. So, guys, if you try it out, I hope you like it. Okay, while I have these up, I'm going to do kind of a part 2 here. You can make these to fit the whole side of the van, but it depends on if you have enough metal. Like here, around this mirror, you'd have to have a hole, and this is all plastic, I think, around here. So that's the reason I made them for these windows. You'll kind of have to customize that, but the nice thing about it is that you can open the door. And that came off there a little bit, but I can go ahead and just reach back up, tuck it back in, and once it closes, it's closed. So I'm going to go in, and then just like that, close it. One mosquito got in there as I had the door open. And like I say, once it closes on that screen, it's a done deal. So here's the inside view. Kick back for a nap. The Sienna's windows roll down to here, which is pretty good for a minivan. That gives me a nice cross section of breeze. And I just made these two to kind of test them. I've had them up a couple times in the backyard, but this will be my first field experiment on them. But getting a little cross breeze. Had them up for 45 minutes or so now. There's maybe one mosquito in here. I think that's that one that just got in. They seem to be working pretty good. So it's a cheap, easy way to make screens. Will they last forever? I don't know. But I know if I made another set, they'd be a lot better the second time around. But I'm going to use these for a while. Cheap and easy, quick, customizable. Definitely recommend it so far. Okay, so it's been an old girl here in Colorado. I've had the screens up. This is kind of a part 3. They've been up for a while now, and the mosquitoes are thick out there at this time of day. So if they were going to get in, they'd be in here destroying me already. I'd be getting annihilated. But they seem to be working really well. I made a couple adjustments to this one over here on the port side, on the driver's side. And that's the nice thing about them. If you notice, they're hanging up somewhere a little bit. Opens right up. Closes right back. Every now and then that magnet on the inside trim will come loose a little bit, and you just stick it back up there. Not too bad. But like I say, like this for instance right here, every now and then this one pops out a little bit. I'll just trim that off, basically put a new piece of duct tape on it, and it'll work good from there on. If one gets a little jammed up or something, you can just add a little duct tape to it. Focus there. Make sure I focus. All right. So yeah, working great. Keeping the mosquitoes out. I'll probably make some more of these, like I say, for the hatch and all that. But this is a good application for it. Up here in Colorado, it gets just a little warm during the day, especially if the sun's out. But it's cool enough that you don't need AC, and you can use these. Screens. No electricity needed, no power source needed. I'm liking them. If you guys end up making a set of these, comment in the comments section. Appreciate you. I'll see you later.